Hey guys, welcome back to the most romantic season of Marvel Rivals yet. This season seems to be surrounded about love. Nice to see that all the characters are getting along. Maybe too friendly. But they're planning a wedding, I guess. Gambit's getting married soon. But yeah, with the introduction of the new season, there's been a lot of meta changes and a lot of meta shifts. More team comps that are coming around that introduce more like a off meta kind of build that works pretty well. With every update, there's going to be some sort of... Don't have any weapons. Oh, do I suck? Yeah, no. Kill him. Yeah, there's been more meta shifts, meta changes. The new season dropped with a bunch of patch notes, so not everything's going to be pretty. Do not group up against this man, because he'll just do that. With every season, it's kind of... Might have an ult. I don't think he got anybody. Because I blinded him. Nice. Why is he dodging everything? I'm gonna kill him. Bye-bye. At the beginning of every season, there's a lot of changes to people's damage and everything like that, like the healing stats and the damage. So it's kind of like expected of everybody to have kind of for every season to be like that, where there's a lot of changes. But I feel like there's a lot more than not what was expected, but I don't know, maybe we overreacted with it, you know? They do changes to characters who are overpowered or who've seen too much, and we're like, okay, they get a little bit of a balance change so that they're not as oppressive or as intended to be as oppressive, playing more of the fashion that kind of is needed. If you have a dive character, you're going to increase the dive potentiality of it, you know, things like that. But I feel like we got one major change, and that was with Groot. Thankfully, holy, he's actually playable now, which is really nice. Oh yeah, apparently, what's her name can heal on her webs, which I feel like is the stupidest thing that didn't need to happen at all. It was just like, we don't need another support, you know? I don't know. It just felt like things didn't die last season. There was a lot of healing. Not that I don't think that things don't deserve to die. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? Thank you. Poor Shark. There's just a lot that has changed. Groot finally is playable. I didn't really see him at all in the last season, which is really surprising because every time he was picked, he'd get counterpicked almost instantly. I think Emma is still a counterpick, but DPS had more of a counter pick potential to him. Blade is kind of a soft counter, but Wolverine, as strong as he was, he kind of just destroyed Groot and made everything kind of not very fun. That's kind of the direction that they pulled towards, because they do quick match and not really advocate for the competitive scene. So having them change it for Groot to make him fun again it's a good change. I don't know about that penis Parker. I fucking hate that shit. Worst thing that they've done at a support ult to a tank. Having Cap was kind of annoying. He seems to have cooled down with his ult, giving like overshield or whatever. Some ults are just still unkillable. Cloak and Dagger has that skill gap where you need skill to kill her out of her ult. Yeah, just like simple things like that. So having like, it feels refreshing, makes everything feel fresh. Having a change every season helps the game feel fresh, not stale at all, which I do appreciate. Having also a new character every half season is pretty cool too. Tons of content, and I think that they can achieve some sort of like meta change like that. I know compared to Overwatch, we have the same amount of characters now, and Overwatch has been around for like years now, and this is the first year Marvel's has been around, and they've almost caught up to the amount of characters that they have. But that being said, Marvel Rivals has like a billion characters in their game, so holy crap. Although Marvel is like the biggest, not franchise, but has a very large comic book scene. I mean, it is a comic book, so it has a billion sets of characters. I don't think that it's necessary for them to be successful with having a character every season. I don't think it's necessary, but it is a nice add. I think they'll do just fine if they ever do. Just like, oh, I just want to do this, you know, or I just want to, just having some sort of hero balance change just to make things feel fresh. New team ups come out like every day. I think that's the biggest asset that Marvel Rivals has, is having a team up ability. It goes deep in the lore. I know some of these are like fan service, which I don't mind, like I enjoy. But yeah, in comp, I'd say the biggest kind of things you want to worry about, potential threats in your comp, I think It'll definitely be Magneto. Magneto got the biggest buff. He's got 2 bubbles now. He just seems to be survivable. Got a good damage output too, so Magneto is definitely going to be a big threat this season. He's got more survivability and more team play, which is kind of scary. He's also got a team up. He's got really good damage amp. Like, he's just got everything. He's becoming more annoying to face against a comp. Can't really say what will actually counter him. I don't think there is any like good counters. That'll just be like a solid pick where, yeah, this is a guaranteed win. It's not like a rock paper scissors, like, oh, if you pick this tank or this character, it'll completely count. Just playing around Magneto is probably the best. Group changes to his Iron Wall, pretty impressive. I've seen a resurgence in his character pick rate. He isn't as threatening, I guess, just because he has to stay near his Iron Wall most of the time, so he's not gonna just like walk like he used to. He was pretty strong, but I feel like having his Iron Wall kind of anchors him and forces him to be anchored, so it kind of forces a play style out of the group. He's plays similar to a Penny, where she has to like keep near her nest if she wants to find her max survivability. What am I doing? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yow. Yeah, thanks to counter, Wolverine's gonna be the soft counter. It's not gonna be as hard as it was before, just because he can't get pulled 100% of the time. Emma kind of just eats. Emma eats everything that he spits out. So if you want to avoid any potential charge that you're gonna be giving, Emma's just gonna eat the shield. So hi. The biggest thing that I've seen in comp, is definitely Gambit. He's the best character in the game right now. Simply put, his ultimate, press Q and you win. He is pressed to win, bro. Gambit's ult, it does like everything. It adds everything to everybody's kit. It does damage increase. It gives you overhealth. It gives you speed boost. It gives you a jump boost. It gives you so much, just like, I think increase in attack speed as well. It is such a buff. Now, in the beginning of Blade's season, we finally got some anti-heal. We got not exactly like an anti-heal, but more of a healing kind of decrease. It's not completely anti-heal like Strange's. It's more just like a decreased healing status effect. Gambit adds to that sort of play with healing and cooldowns like that. Now having a splash anti-healing perk, it's pretty interesting to see some plays that people do. I know in Overwatch they did Grav Nade, where they just throw a grenade on his nade in there, did a crap ton of anti-healing, and then called it a day. And that usually took out the entire horde. But the one thing that he does, I think, the best is his cleanse. If you're Agamotto'd, he'll get you out of that state. Oh, I don't want to die. Oh, I'm dead. Finally. He counters a lot of ults that are pretty detrimental to the team. Groot ults, he takes them out of the Groot ults. It's just the most effective way to get any sort of kills or just kind of win a team fight is with multiple ults. Wasting 2 of the enemy's ults, I mean, you only have 6 ults in the game at the time, and ult rotation is pretty important in high comp. Ults in general usually sway the grounds to team fight, and if Gambit can just press one button and kind of eliminate all of the ults that were placed, it kind of sucks for the enemy team, because what's the point? It's kind of a lost fight. He's a momentum kind of ult. With any other support, it's kind of like, it doesn't feel as oppressive being on the receiving end of that. So having it kind of just, you click one button, you have to respect it, and even if you do respect it, they're going to be in your backline in less than 2 seconds. It does feel pretty crappy. It's kind of heartbreaking when you spend one ult on a team fight and it wins. Holy shit. I'm sleeping. Good night. What are you gonna pat a cake? So we're definitely going to be seeing a meta change. Plenty of nerfs, especially with Daredevil and Gambit, and also the resurgence of these characters. I'm seeing a lot more Fantastic and Magic because they added a beautiful skin. I actually bought it. It is the best skin that I have ever seen, and that's like this is peak. Like, this shit is fucking peak. Excuse my link. this is so peak. Like, this is beautiful. Like, I love this. I love it so much. Magic was my first Lord. You know, she was my first Lord. So having her kind of have this awesome ass skin is so cool. Yeah, because of the skin, we're getting more Magic players, just like her last skin. When this first came out, she had an increase in pick rate, I believe, because of the skin. People just wanted to try it. That goes in comp as well. It's not for quick play uses. And also Blade. Blade is an interesting character that people have been picking up. I'm guessing it's for the tank metas that we're experiencing right now. Having Groot and like having him kind of be the front line in almost every fight. I feel like main tanks are definitely got to step up this season. That's why I've seen some increase in kind of that anti-tank kind of DPS. I feel like there's like dive, there's sustained, anti-dive. I think a new category is anti-tank. Wolverine used to be just the only one to anti-tank, in my opinion. Sure, you have Bucky's grab, but you can't exactly one-shot with Bucky's grab. So having a Wolverine kind of eat half of your HP with just one ability is kind of debilitating. Blade is kind of a pseudo sort of Wolverine. With his lifesteal, it does give him more of a unique adjustment. Oh, crap. She doesn't notice me. Yeah, she does. If you're allowed to play Blade in your match, like they have a comp that goes against it, it's really fun. It's just very satisfying to get those numbers. That's not exactly what I like. Lots of meta shifts this season, and it's cool to see kind of the game feel refreshed. I know that we had a lot of dive comps in one season where it just felt like it was just dive and you had to play anti-dive or dive and there was no in between. With its occasional off-meta comps, dive was what they were playing with. VPs can say like, oh, maybe season 3 or 4 was the best for dive because it genuinely did feel like it was the best for dive. Do I suck? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I suck. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just happy that this game feels pretty refreshed and there's a healthy amount of everything in the game. Okay. Put her in jail for forever. There's a healthy amount of pretty much everything in the game. There's a healthy amount of dive, anti-dive, sort of brawl, and things like that. It feels, you get the occasional annoying kind of player where it just feels like everything you do is just like the best in the game. I'm done. Yeah. Bye. Bye. What are we? I guess she was just waiting for me. And my invis was waiting for me to die. But yeah, I think this the most romantic season we've ever seen. So I'm glad that everything is happy in paradise. We're at a very healthy Marvel Rivals, which I'm excited for. It's been fun. I appreciate you guys for staying around. Appreciate you guys watching to the end. If you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing to your new favorite YouTube channel. And without further ado, later.